May papagawa lang ako sa inyo mabilis. So, pikit muna kayo. Wala matutulog Pikit lang. Okay. So, I want you to imagine walking in a familiar space, tapos grayscale siya. Like dull, devoid of color, nothing. Like pure black and white. Okay. Okay, open niyo na ang eyes niyo. Magtatanong ako. Ikaw, Jess, what did you feel?
Malungkot.
Malungkot. What about you?
Parang bulol.
Ayun. Dalawa na lang kasi konti lang ang oras natin. Kaya sabi mo malungkot, bulag. Kapag ganito ang environment natin, like, it's so dull, cold, and hindi siya inviting. So, pero nowadays, sa modern time natin, hindi nalalayo itong grayscale world. Like, sobrang nado-dominate ng modern minimalism and mga neutral color palettes ang mundo natin. Ayan, nari mga living room, beige color palettes, monochromatic black and white, and even special mention ang college namin, Cherryseum, black and white, beige, neutral. Ayan. Pero, what about naman some other spaces? Ayan. May pala mga familiar spaces. Ayan. What if yung Univalve, grayscale siya? Wala siyang red. Yung Palm Hall, black and white. Ang Sunken Garden, hindi na siya lush greenery. Kahit na hindi summer, black and white. And CS Live. So imagine kung wala ang kulay sa mundo natin. Pero may mga spaces pa rin naman na gumagamit ng mga kulay. But oftentimes, hindi siya intentional. Like, gagamit lang siya ng kulay. So ngayon naman, I want to ask you guys, what is your favorite color and why? Like, short answer lang. What about you?
Purple, kasi si Collages Royal.
Wow! Siya royalty! What about si Sam?
Purple red. Kasi wala lang.
Grabe naman yun. Pero, ayan, yung favorite colors nyo, it reveals something deeper. Hindi lang siya dahil maganda or wala lang. Pero, in reality, it reflects something deeper within you. Like, it connects you to that. Yeah, what about naman yung mga spaces na gumagamit ng kulay pero hindi naman intentional? Ito noon, sa 2012, Quezon Avenue Tunnel, overstimulating yung naging mural nila. Ito naman, sa CCP Library, dominating masyado yung kulay, hindi ka makakapag-focus. Ito, classroom ng bata, sobrang makulay. Eh di ba pag bata pa tayo, makulit kung ano ang ginagawa natin. Kaya yung maraming kulay sa paligid natin, masyado ma-overstimulate yung bata. Ito naman, ang popularized green balls sa Pilipinas. Hindi ko alam bakit na-popularize ang green balls. Pero ayun. Kaya with this, I want to say na ang mga kulay sa ating paligid ay buhay at makapagbibigay buhay. Yung color, hindi lang siya dapat dekorasyon kasi it gives life to the spaces and to ourselves. Ngayon naman, let's explore how colors connects us. And ano ba itong mga kulay na to? Example, blue, nagpapakalma sa atin. Nakakalma ba kayo sa araw? Oo. Red, energizes. And parang, I'm ready to start the day. Ito naman, green restores and of course it connects us to nature. And orange, if di nyo alam to, nabuboost niya yung appetite natin. So, ang tanong naman, kung color is important to us and gives us life, what about colorblind people? Dito natin i-debunk tong kwento, yung question na to. In reality, colorblind people don't really see in through grayscale. Like, hindi lang black and white. They just mix their hues of red, greens, and blues and yellows. Well, merong total grayscale, pero it's extremely rare. Ang tawag sa kanya achromatopsia. Sana tama yung term ko. Ayan. Example. Ito yung isang color blindness na deuteranomaly. Ayan. Parang puro yellow lang nakikita niya. Ayan din. And proton color blindness. So parang puro green na ang nakikita niya. Ayan. So magbibigay naman ako ng personal parang experience ko during my years sa interior design. Since nga, color is very important to us. Color should like define the space and connect us. Parang naging sa akin, puro daw blue ang ginagamit ko. So parang kapag sinabi ng prof ko, kapag puro blue daw yung plate, ako daw yung gumawa nun. So, okay. Then ko na-realize na parang even before pa ako pumunta ng interior design, medyo drawn ako sa minimalism. So, minimalism kasi, it's the trend. It's the trend you see everywhere, IKEA world, minimal, monochromatic. So, nung nag-interior design ako, it made me realize na you shouldn't stick to like one color to one style kasi it should be an expression of yourself, an expression of your culture and your identity. Ayan na yung mga recent plates ko. Gumamit na ako ng iba-ibang kulay. Ito sa taas, ang pinaka-recent plate ko na pinagpuyatan ko kagabi. Pero ayun. So, pumunta naman tayo dun sa mga public spaces na hindi gumagamit ng intentional colors sa spaces. Or like totally devoid of colors. Example, Ninoy Aquino International Airport. Parang totally grayscale. May kulay, pero yung sa mga brands, di ba? Ito naman, Makati Medical Center. A space where you should be healing. Parang pagising mo, ay, wag na lang. Kasi... No, sorry. Ito please. Parang mag-heal ako. Paano ako mag-heal dito kung ito yung makikita ko pagkabukas ng mata ko? So, totally, parang lifeless yung kung saan ka magigising. Ito naman, Cebu South Bus Terminal. Sobrang hirap maghintay ng public transportation kung ganyan ang paghintayin mo. Mahirap na nga mag-commute araw-araw, tapos yung space pa natin na pupuntahan ay hindi fit para sa user experience. Ito rin yung kanina sa CCP library nga, yung yellow. Kasi yung yellow, it should boost our, kunwari, joy, evokes joy. Pero ito, kung gagamitin mo siya in a space na library, magiging overstimulating siya and magiging distracting siya for that. So itong mga ito naman, kaya I wanted to highlight yung mga spaces na hindi nagpa-prioritize ng color or has unintentional use of color. Kasi this reveals a deeper problem natin sa Philippines kung saan pinaprioritize commercialization or profiteering instead na human experience. Kaya sa mga malls, makukulay, ayan, tulad sa Eastwood yan, recent lang yan, sa makulay, user experience. User experience nga, pero kailangan pumunta syempre para gumastos. Paano na lang yung mga public spaces natin na kailangan talaga natin, katulad ng classroom natin, katulad ng mga libraries. So, ito na, mabilis lang, from pop culture to minimalism din. Kailangan natin mabilis. So from before, makukulay pa ang McDonald's, ngayon, ito na yung tsura niya. Parang prison, di ba? Ito naman, mga bahay, makukulay pa dati, mukhang prison na rin. Dati rin yung mga kotse, makukulay. Pero ngayon, black and white with the occasional red na may color blue. Ito rin, yung mga dating kitchen, makukulay, black and white, monochromatic na rin siya. Diners, kitchens, ayan. And the living room. So this puts us back to the intro na we're shifting towards minimalism. Kasi, what does this say about us? Minimalism kasi, there's this desire for order, uniformity, and social approval based on the research that I studied. Kasi parang they wanted to market more on a larger scale. Kaya minimalism. Pero if there's extreme minimalism in our world will be emotionless, culturally muted spaces, and will be disconnected from those spaces. And a lot of people fear color. We fear color kasi parang it's seen as distracting or too much, sabi ng ibang tao. There's this social pressure and digital trends to push neutral aesthetics, even though color once defined our culture and everyday spaces. Colors connects us to memory, identity, and to each other. Example nito is a space na renovate ng previous BS Interior Design batch for ECPAT, for mga sexually harassed individuals. So they used intentional colors here for healing, kahit na neutral pa rin ang space. So with this, color connects us to memory, identity, and to each other. It reminds us that spaces are meant to support and feel human. Yung unintentional color nga, it affects mood, maybe negatively. But intentional color will amplify the meaning and connection. So, once again, mga kulay sa ating paligid ay buhay at makapagbibigay buhay. Kapag binura natin ang kulay, binibura din natin ang mga kwento at ang sigla ng ating paligid. Kaya, I want to encourage you all to see and appreciate the color in our everyday lives. Thank you.